Today, I want us to discuss one important health condition which is very, very serious, and if care is not taken, can bring the person's life to an end. And it is no other health condition I would like to talk to you about in today's video than paralysis, aka stroke. Stroke is one particular health condition which doesn't respect anybody, whether you are the chief, whether you are a king, whether you are the head of state, MP, minister, rich, poor, old, young, male, female. It doesn't respect you. When it comes, it will come. And it is also one of the most harmless health condition which will always give you a prior notice, prior warning before it hits you. Before someone suffers from stroke or paralysis, such a person may have, experienced about 10 signs and symptoms, but maybe the person have proved very stubborn, having, giving the attention to those signs, and one day, all of a sudden, it will just hit the person. And when it hit the person, some of its complication is that the person is not able to, do whatever he or she, normally do. Meaning, either one part of the person will become very paralyzed, or in extreme condition, the whole body of the person will become very, very paralyzed. And one, disadvantage about this stroke issue is that when it hits a person, not only the person becomes, worried, and the person becomes very, sick, the whole family also becomes very sick, because at the end of the day, the person will become the family's responsibility. Anything the person will do, the family will have to take care of, because the person at that juncture may not be able to do things for him or herself. So psychologically, financially, physically, even spiritually, such a the family will go through these issues. It is against this backdrop that I have decided in today's video introduce you to this powerful herbal plant, so that the moment you begin to experience any of these signs, you can use this plant and then stop it immediately, or as soon as it hits the person, this plant can be used in order to curb it or treat it. Now, let me run you through some of the symptoms. One of the symptoms, or one of the prior notice of stroke, is difficulty in speech. When a person wants to speak, sometimes the person finds it difficult to speak. You find it very difficult. It have to take some effort before you can bring out whatever you want to say. It is a sign. When you are when you normally suffer from blurred vision from one side of the eye, is also another symptoms. Sometimes you are there and you realize that on top of the eye like this will be shaking involuntarily. Not even though not only the case, when that thing always happens to you frequently, it is a sign that you want to, or stroke want to knock on your door. But as I was saying, it is not only the time, or it is not always the time it happens like that. And another signs and symptoms of stroke is that numbness. When you normally feel numbness within your arms, your legs, and so on and so forth, it is also a sign. And sometimes you may be experiencing migraine, half or a section of your head will be aching you severely or mildly. It is also a sign of stroke, and the signs will go on and on and on. So the moment you begin to experience some of these signs, I would like you to focus on using this powerful plant you can see on your screen. Fortunately, this one is having the flower. it always have, you know, this pink flower. You see this pink flower? Yes, this is the pink flower you can use to identify it with. It is no other plant than water leaf. Water leaf. Even if you don't know, when you Google you water leaf, you will see a whole lot of, you know, things about it. Here in Ghana, we call it boko boko. Here in Ghana, we call it boko boko. It grows virtually everywhere here in Africa and in some part of Asia. It has several, you know, uses, but one of its significant health benefit is its ability to treat, you know, paralysis. Yes, no matter how paralysis is, by the grace of God, if you continue to use it, it is going to, you know, help you. We have them, you know, many here. You can see it. I see it quite plenty here. Yes, so this is water leaf for you. It is very soft in nature. That is why it is called water leaf. And it is, you know, the leaf is full of juice, and it is very slimy like okra. Yes, when you squeeze out the juice, the leaf like this, it's very slimy like okra. So if you know someone who is suffering from stroke, maybe mild stroke for instance, or the person has been suffering from it within a year, just keep giving the person this leaf aside, you know, whatever medication he or she is taking. Please include, you know, the juice of this leaf to the person's, you know, medicine, and I can assure you that with time, the person will be what the person's situation will begin to improve. How do you prepare it? The best way to prepare this is to blend it. Is to blend it and then make a juice of it and start giving it to the person, or start drinking it. But if you are blending it, make sure you don't blend only the leaves. When you blend only the leaves, at the end of the day, you are not going to get the juice. You are going to get a slimy, you know, juice, which will be quite difficult for the person to take it. So in order not to get it slimy in its get its slimy form, what you need to do is to blend the whole thing, the whole plant together with the stack. The stack, you know, contains, you know, a mineral called, or a component called saponin. This saponin will neutralize the sliminess. So if at the end of the day, if you blend it together with the whole plant, with the whole stack, the sliminess will vanish. It will be normal juice. Then you squeeze out the juice. Let the person drink 1 cup of this juice in the morning, 1 cup in the what? In the evening. Morning and evening, morning and evening. And in so doing, the person should stop eating sugary foods. The person should stop eating eggs, milk, red meat, and then too much, you know, food seasonings. If the person is able to avoid eating these foods, I can give you about 95% assurance that by the grace of Almighty God, healing is going to be the person's, you know, side. So what are you waiting for? Use boko boko or water leaf to what? To heal yourself, because the herbs are always for the healing of the nation. Kindly copy the link of this video, share to your friends, your family, and people around you, and make sure you keep this video, because one day you might need it. And if this happens to be the very first time you are watching us, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click onto the notification bell, select all, so that anytime we bring you videos such as this one, you will be the very first person to get notified. And until I see you again in the next video, have a great day and take good care of yourself.